Alright, so yesterday I got banned from TikTok. So today I'm just gonna rant about how bad their platform is to me. Now, I mean, I did get unbanned in like an hour after they did ban me, but I've still wanted to make a video about this for so long because it actually pisses me off. So basically, last week I got permanently banned for violating TikTok's guidelines. But like I said before though, I got unbanned basically immediately. So what's my problem, right? My problem is that I got banned for correcting a spelling mistake. I kid you not. I was on some video that I already forgot all about. But anyway, I go to check the comments and I see one that has a guy hating and he goes, "This is retarded." Not retarded, he says tart, like Pop-Tart. Retarded. Now, if you've watched my channel, you know I like to poke fun at small things like that, right? I'm a smartass. So all I did to make fun of this guy for his spelling and for hating on the guy, all I did was just reply with the word retarded and an asterisk. That was it. The second I hit that button, the little page came up telling me that I was banned and it booted me out of the account. It took my comment away and everything. Like, it was the equivalent of when the teacher catches you on math games in like kindergarten. Just like, alright, log out. That's what they did to me. The double standards that TikTok has is absolutely insane. And that's probably my biggest issue right now, because it's been happening for so long. Like, this guy posted a comment insulting the video and the creator and received no punishment. The comment was up there for like a couple hours. Nothing happened. I replied to the comment, correcting his spelling of one of the words he used to insult the person, and I get banned. And now you're probably getting ready to say something like, well, TikTok gives you multiple warnings before you get banned, so you must have been saying some stuff like this for a long time. And you're like half right. Yes, I commented stuff that was against the guidelines, and I'm assuming it's because they consider it as hate speech, but if you look at the comments, they clearly weren't hateful. The context for each of these comments depends on the video, so I'm just going to kind of explain it really quickly. The first one was kind of a slideshow of, you can live here, but only with your first ad, and it showed a bunch of rooms. So I responded with the comment at the top. The next one was a video showing different pride flags for some sort of crazy made up sexualities and identities. And I'm not talking about like normal LGBT stuff. They were talking about like attraction to ghosts. They gave them a flag for that. Attraction to anime characters. They got a flag for that. Like, I mean, actually weird stuff. And then the last one was on a video about a girl born the same year as me, still in high school, and they were flexing about being a teen mom. So, ignoring the fact that I'm black, even though the way I talk makes people assume I'm not, the actual comments themselves aren't hateful. Like, if your problem would be, hey, you're not this color, you can't say that, that's not the issue, but obviously they don't know that. And if you look at the comment, it's clear I'm not hating, I'm just poking fun at some things. Like, yes, I used a precious no-no word that makes every single corporation cry in a pillow, but the way I used it wasn't in a way to degrade or insult anyone. So now it's pretty obvious that TikTok just doesn't want anybody saying anything that could be found offensive then, right? I mean, it would make sense for them to just want everyone to feel safe and accepted on their platform. Except for the fact that they allow other comments saying blatantly racist shit. Like, for example, if you go on a video covering something like the recent Raja Jackson incident where he attacked the WWE guy, you will see multiple comments of people talking about how, it's the usual suspects and all of them are like this and so violent and all that. So why are those comments not getting taken down? Why are the accounts not on ban warning? I'm not going to say that TikTok is racist or anything because every single offensive comment isn't removed. I mean, that's just unrealistic. But I will say that whoever or whatever is behind the moderation of this is clearly not doing its job right. TikTok's comment filtration makes no sense because they'll remove comments and ban accounts for saying no words, but leave the comments that are actually hateful or inappropriate on that page. The entire moderation for videos is even more flawed when you look at the content that they filter and the ones that they don't. Like, I'm sure all of you guys know this by now, but TikTok likes to keep their videos as advertiser friendly as possible, and they take that very, very seriously. Like, if you're mentioning sensitive topics like death or certain crimes or certain situations, certain actions, they will basically shadow ban just that video and make it so that it gets less attention and less traction overall. This type of boundary is why people started saying things like unalive or grape or pew pew, because they still want to gain traction and make money off of that content, but TikTok won't allow them if they say the things that they want to say. Now again, that concept sort of makes sense. I mean, they do that on YouTube. you're not allowed to curse like too much or they'll demonetize you and stuff like that. And it's perfectly reasonable, again, until they allow literal porn on their platform. So to recap, you can't say curse words in videos or comments. You can't talk about certain topics in your videos because you will face punishment, but you can absolutely just say racist stuff and show literal porn with a link attached to it that either leads to more porn or just a virus, and nothing will happen to you. Misinformation and using AI generated content to deceive people is also an issue. Like, they still use that and it's against the guidelines, but obviously nothing happens with that. Like, they aren't doing anything to fix it. I've literally reported like every single video that pops up that has something inappropriate for months and years. Literal porn, like I said earlier, has popped up on my page. I will report that in a heartbeat, and then, not interested. And then they will update me on what they did with the report, and they will say that they found nothing wrong with the video. Literal porn, but they find nothing wrong with it. It's really crazy to me how TikTok is still the most popular content creation platform in the world right now, even though their moderation is somehow worse than YouTube's or Twitch's, when both of them have crazy stuff happening all the time. I think like the only reason YouTube is falling off and TikTok is doing so much better is because TikTok started out as a trend basically, but more and more people are just starting to focus on it since that's where all the people and all the sponsors and all the new stuff is now. And it really sucks that TikTok's rules are like this because it could be a way better app if they either fix their moderation or just allowed completely free speech, which would be chaotic, but people wouldn't be getting banned for no reason, right? But there's not really anything we can do. Anyway, that's all I have to say. I'll see you guys next time.